What is it about Fruit Loops that keep following me around this trip? Welcome, I'm John of John Health and Fitness. No miracles, real life. Part of real life is surviving the actual destination. This is part of a road trip series, 5 parts. Part 1 was that first 4.5–5 hour leg, driving in a car. Part 2 was surviving the breakfast buffet at the hotel we stayed at. Part 3 was that second leg, getting down to our destination, another 4.5–5 hours. And now part 4, surviving the actual destination itself. In my case, we were visiting my father and stepmother in St. Simon's Island, where they like to spend winters. They like to spend winters in St. Simon's Island, Georgia, because that means they're not spending the winter in Pennsylvania. We only spent a day and a half here, but still that's plenty of time to get into trouble. So we are going to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. Are Fruit Loops a thing again? Were Fruit Loops ever a thing? I think they were a thing in the 60s. In fairness, I should point out the Fruit Loops were not for us. They were purchased a week earlier as a toddler mollification agent. I completely approve, although I sometimes prefer duct tape. It's lower calories. So while there's lots of things to do in a beach town, like spend time on the beach, if you ever spent any time in a beach town, you know that the opportunities to purchase sugar are ample. And so we were exposed to all manner of sweets and temptations. I actually resisted this part pretty well since, as you might remember from part 3, I had just eaten a cheeseburger coming down. So, yeah. However, I did buy these for my wife. Why did I buy these for my wife? To get her back for this, and this, and this. Oh yeah. It's on. It's totally on. Aside from my almost certainly misguided caloric assault on my wife, we had to deal with dinner that night. Here it was a matter of choices. I had oysters on the half shell, that's pure protein, had a salad with a bunch of croutons, which I know is like salad with bread, but I'm on vacation. And I had a wrap, and it was blackened grouper. Didn't eat that much food, but still not too bad. I also had grilled vegetables. And I made my son have grilled vegetables. We basically substituted the fries these meals came with grilled vegetables. I made him get the grilled vegetables too, because if I didn't, I'd end up eating his fries. It's important you know your weaknesses. And his. And yeah, I had a dessert. Oatmeal raisin cookie. Did not kid myself that that was healthy because it has oatmeal and raisins. It also had like cookie all around it. Cookie's a cookie. Going out for breakfast is a real hazard for me. Fortunately, we didn't. Instead, we stayed in. I had this cereal concoction, and it was actually quite good. Now, we did go out later for brunch, but it was late enough that it turned into truly an early lunch and basically made that lunch. Here I had some decisions to make. My son was going to get pancakes, and I wasn't going to deny him the pancakes. But that also meant I was going to eat some of his pancakes. He just wasn't going to finish them. So I had a couple of eggs and a salad. Knew that wouldn't fill me up, but I'd be filling myself up with those pancakes. Again, I'm anticipating problems here, knowing myself, knowing my weaknesses, and making the best of it. Now, along with the pancakes, I should point out, I made him get a fruit cup. It's not like I'm a bad father. Or does that make me a bad father? Did getting him pancakes make me a bad father? This keeps changing. For dinner, we kind of lucked out again, because my parents were kind of trying to clean out the place. This was towards the end of their stay. And so, had some leftover lasagna they had, and some pizza. And a slice of key lime pie. In this case, these are not the best dietary choices. Again, right, lasagna, pizza, and key lime pie, but these were small quantities. That slice of key lime pie was tiny. So in this case, I was practicing basically portion control. The best I could do under the circumstances, it made sense, and that usually works for me. For breakfast this morning, not bad. I just had some toast with a little bit of butter and jelly. So again, didn't go out. Too many temptations. This was really a matter of just expediting our getting out of here at a reasonable hour, so that worked out great. So just to review lessons learned from this trip. Number 1, anticipate problems coming up and adjust accordingly ahead of time. It will save you a lot of angst, worry, and guilt later. 2, probably not a good idea to buy a bunch of stuff your wife shouldn't be eating. That's just not going to turn out well for you. I don't see any upside. 3, when all else fails, try portion control. I know it's hard. You might want to eat more, but that can really help. Up next will be part 5, the long drive home. It's going to be probably between 8 and 11 hours depending on traffic. That could be a nasty one. Thanks for watching. I am John of John Health and Fitness. Visit my website, johnhealthandfitness.com. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Take care, see you next time. In my case, visiting St. Simon's Island, where my father and stepmother spend the summer.